welcome and karibu sana to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please ensure that you do subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll be updated each and every time I upload a new video. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much and karibu sana. So yes, if not all that you're supposed to do when you discover that you're pregnant or when you're preparing to welcome your newborn. So if you want to know what those things are, stick around till the end of the video so that you'll know what they are. And if you've not subscribed, please do subscribe so that it can keep my channel running, right? So the number one on the list is a medical card. You know, the moment you realize you're pregnant, if you didn't have one, please ensure that you find a way to get yourself a medical card, because this will ease the whole hassle during the time that you'll get pregnant. You know, there are people who say, oh, I don't need a medical card, sijui, all this and that, but you never know what might happen. Not that I'm praying that anything happens, but you never know. It's always nice to stay on the safe side. And if you have a medical card, even if you'll be required to like add on the amount, it will be very little and you'll be able to manage. Yeah, so it's always important that you have a medical card in handy by the time, or if you realize you're pregnant, ensure that that is one of the things that you hustle to get yourself. Yeah, so here in Kenya we have several medical cards. They are offered maybe by insurance firms. There are several life insurance companies that do that. And also there is the NHIF. And also there's another one that I have just discovered recently that goes by the name Linda Mama. The Linda Mama one is very nice because it caters for the just the normal mwananchi, just the wanjiko out there who is struggling to get herself together. She can use the Linda Mama, and it is only used in the public hospitals, yes. And also when you're taking an insurance cover and also the NHIF, it's always important to know the hospitals that are in that medical cover so that you can even start planning early where you'll go to have your delivery, other than just taking the medical cover and then you don't know which hospital is in that medical cover, and then you start going to the wrong hospitals and then they tell you we don't take that card. So ensure every time that you when you take a medical cover, ensure that you inquire about the hospitals that are, that you inquire about the hospitals that accept that card. So the second point is that it is important the moment that you realize you are pregnant, you schedule your first appointment with your sonographer. They're called sonographer. Yeah, those guys that do the ultrasound or the gynecologist. Many people don't find this to be very important. You know, some people say, I've had like 5 births. So me, I usually go like when it's the 7th month, or when it's the 6th month, or when you transition to the second trimester. But for me, I always encourage people to visit a health or to have a gynecologist, to go visit a gynecologist or a sonographer. Even if you don't have a doctor or a gynecologist, you can just go to any hospital and get a sonographer check you, like have an ultrasound. Most people try to avoid the ultrasound because they say it's bad, but an ultrasound is not an X-ray. You can do as many ultrasounds as you want. I think the X-ray is the one that is not recommended during pregnancy. So schedule a first visit, have a medical practitioner check you out. Most of these public hospital doctors usually tell a person to go home. Like when you go in the first trimester and they're like, uko na mimba kwa kweli, wewe rudi ukuje after 1 month. But if they tell you that, you can just go to a private hospital or a place where there is not an X-ray, what do we call it? An ultrasound, and you can have what do we call it? You can have an ultrasound done, because in as much as people do ignore the ultrasound, it is important because it helps detect any problem earlier in your pregnancy. Some people do have blighted ovums. This is where the pregnancy says you're pregnant, your pregnancy hormones are up, but then you're not really pregnant. Like, yes, there's something that is attached to your uterine wall, but there's no life, you see. And it's always, and I'll advise you people to, like, because I can only imagine realizing that you're pregnant and then you stay for so long until the second trimester and then you realize again you're not pregnant. I mean, it will be very emotionally hard for you. So, and also some cases of ectopic pregnancy, some of these things you can only know them if you take an ultrasound after scheduling your first visit with a sonographer. So yeah, that's something else that I'd really advise people to, like, wachangamkie hiyo story ya kwenda kwa sonographer the moment they know that they are pregnant. Yeah. So that point is start taking your supplements as soon as you realize that you're pregnant. History ya kwanza kusema our foremothers used to survive on arrowroots and they never used to go and have this medicine. I mean, 2019, everything that we consume is contaminated, like, and even most of the things that we take, they don't even have the nutrients that we need, and they don't have the nutrients that the body require to even support a growing child. So it's always important. Start taking your supplements as soon as you discover that you're pregnant. It will save you a lot of trouble, in a few years to come after delivery and now your bones are aching. Well, you didn't take the calcium supplements. Or maybe during your pregnancy, you realize that you're anemic, well, because you didn't take the iron supplements. So in as much as we are claiming to be eating healthy, or we are eating healthy in the real sense, it's always important to ensure that we do take our supplements because they're very important. And some of these, sometimes the supplements that you take may cause you to have things like nausea and stuff, but you can always alter your medicine. You can always take from another company, from another brand. If this brand is not going well for you, change and try another brand until you find a brand that fits you well. Yes, so in relation to taking your supplements, I have like a notebook. In relation to taking your supplements, also ensure that you have a healthy diet. Have that healthy diet that you're saying that you're having, it in your manner you're not taking supplements. So ensure that you take a healthy diet, and it's always advisable that you eat for one, you drink for two, but it is always easier said than done, because I don't know, if you're out there and you ate for one and drank for two, comment down below and let me know. Yeah, because for me this is something that I always see as if it's something that people just say. I don't think it's practical, but if you're out there and you ate for one and drank for two, comment down below and tell me, how did you do it? Also, if you've not subscribed, please ensure that you do subscribe. Yes, so after eating healthy, after taking your prenatals, take a lot of water throughout your pregnancy. You always told water is life, and in the course of your pregnancy, actually water is life, because this water is the one that is it's the one that is the larger percentage of your blood. And now you not only have like your own blood, no, you are like helping another human being produce their own blood. So you're seeing, and then after that you have the amniotic fluid, which is comprised of water. Yeah. After that, my friend, there's this stubborn thing called UTIs. If you want to get rid of UTIs during your pregnancy, please ensure that you take a lot of water. For me, I think it was like the easiest thing to do, taking water, because I've always taken water. Like, I've always liked taking water, so it was very easy for me. In a normal day, I can manage to take 2 liters to 2.5 liters. yeah, in a normal day. But during my pregnancy, I always used to try as much as possible to take 3 liters just to help me cleanse my body and flush out all those UTIs that are very rampant and always reoccurring in pregnancy, you see. So if you take water, UTI will be seeing you over there and UTI is here, just ensure that you take a lot of water throughout your pregnancy. Yeah, so these are some of the things that you are supposed to do, and if you want to continue hearing what some of these things are, please continue watching and subscribe if you've not subscribed, right? So the other thing that you're supposed to know throughout your pregnancy journey is that it's always nice to exercise. Yeah, it's difficult because in the first trimester most ladies do have morning sickness and all that, headaches, they are fatigued. Yeah, so it's harder. In the third trimester, ladies, in the third trimester, it's another, I don't know, it's just another whole new world because you're always tired all the time, you're sleepy all the time. Yani, you even wonder, when am I supposed to exercise? But it's always nice to get up and walk around, if you work in an office and it has the stairs, use the stairs instead of the lifts. If between your place of work and your home is a walking, you can walk, please do walk. That is like exercising, and this does not mean that if you weren't exercising before, now it doesn't mean that exercising is lifting weights and going to the gym. If you weren't going to the gym before pregnancy, don't do it. Just do the kawaida things. Walk, go to the market, don't take a motorbike, walk, don't take a taxi, walk, just try to remain active throughout your pregnancy. And yeah, it will keep you healthy, your heart will be healthy, your baby will be healthy and all that. But if you're not able to do all that, it's okay. I mean, there is no pressure, but it's always nice to do it. And another thing I want to stress is that working out is not a guarantee that you're going to have a V-birth. Yeah, so don't work out and then you block your mind and tell your mind, I'm working out, I'm exercising my pelvic, I am doing this and that, so I must have a V-birth. So don't put a block in your mind that it's a must that you have a V-birth. No, exercising is just like a bonus to stay healthier, you get. So you can exercise and that time comes and you end up in the C-section, which is okay. I believe it doesn't matter how you brought life, so long as life was brought. That is the most important thing. It's a healthy baby and a healthy mother. So yeah, that's another thing. Exercise, but don't be guaranteed that you're going to have a V-birth. Yeah, it's always nice. I mean, it's the 2019, so it's okay to accept C-section. For those people who are very judgmental, it's okay. It doesn't matter how this baby was brought to the world. What matters is that the baby is here and the mother is here. So those people who have problems with C-section, bye. I mean, bye-bye and bye. So the next thing is that throughout your pregnancy, it is always important to know the danger signs. Yeah, the danger signs in your pregnancy. What do I mean? I mean, when is it, when are you supposed now to call the doctor? When are you supposed to contact your health provider? When are you supposed to rush to the hospital? You're supposed to know these danger signs in your pregnancy. One of them is, at no point, at no trimester are you supposed to have bleeding. So if you see it bleeding in the first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, go to the hospital. Sometimes, I was talking with another lady and then she was like, no, bleeding in the third trimester means that your baby is coming. Who said that? I mean, when the baby is coming, you'll see water or contractions or all those things, or a discharge that is, bloody and stuff, but not blood, blood. So some of the things, you're supposed to watch out for some of these things. And another thing is how often does your baby kick? When that time comes when your baby will be kicking, it will be by the time you get to the third trimester or the second trimester, uko mwisho mwisho, you'll be knowing like my baby kicks in the morning at this time, my baby usually kick mostly at night, my baby usually kick at least every 1 hour, he or she kicks twice or thrice or 5 times or 10 times. So if you see this has decreased, please go to the hospital. Some people usually say it's nothing, but it's always better to be safe and know what is going on. So it's always nice that throughout your pregnancy, you know some of these danger signs so that you'll be able to save your life and even the life of the baby that you're carrying, right? Right. So throughout the pregnancy, it is your option. It is totally up to you to join a pregnancy support group, a pregnancy group, just a group with women who have like this, the same or at least around the same EDD delivery dates, so that the journey will be easier. Sometimes it gets lonely when you're pregnant, it gets so lonely, and it's always nice to have company, like knowing that other people you are together, like Kerende, you are together in this. It's always better because even the journey will be much easier. Yeah. And also these groups are also nice because when you're experiencing something, maybe someone else has gone through the same thing and they'll be able to like tell you, no, it's like this, no, it's okay, nini nini, no, go to the hospital. You see, so these groups are important, but it is always up to the individual. There are people who like, having their own space, which is okay. And there are people who like that support system. So it is totally up to you to join a group. But for me, I had a group. In both my pregnancies, I've had support groups that, a couple of ladies, you form a WhatsApp group, and then you just move together until the babies are born. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. So throughout your pregnancy, you can take pictures, you can go for photo shoots, you can do a video of the baby kicking. It is totally up to you. It's optional. It's up to you. Those people who are like, oh, she has started posing too early. Child, it's your baby. Yeah. If you want to start filming and documenting the moment you realize you're pregnant, do that. I mean, you only get pregnant for that particular pregnancy once. Yeah. You might get pregnant 5 times, but each pregnancy is unique, and each pregnancy, it is of its own, experience and kind and all that. So if you feel like documenting, well and good. If you feel like going for a photo shoot and doing those nice, good photo shoots, it is totally up to you. And don't let those people who usually say it is too early try to talk you out of it. They are not you and you are not them. So go for that short photo shoot. Yeah. And we are almost done. So another thing is, before your baby comes, this one is for the spouses. Yeah. Support your lady. Support that mother of your child. Support that woman you made pregnant. It's already hard enough that we are going through emotional breakdowns and adding weight and getting stretch marks and having a human being kicking us in our ribs and, and eating. It's already hard enough for us. So the least that you spouses can do is be supportive. Tell us we are doing a good job. Tell us that, we are beautiful. Tell us that you love us and all that. So for the spouses out there, please, 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 please support your pregnant lady, because it's never easy. Sometimes you just put up a strong personality because you are either absent or you are a deadbeat, and but in real sense, every lady loves to be pampered, and it is really nice to do that for us. And those men who pretend they cannot compliment ladies who are pregnant, their wives, their girlfriends, their fiancés who are pregnant, please, You cannot even walk a mile in a pregnant woman's life. So compliment us and tell us that we are doing a good job. Yes, so for those ladies who are pregnant, I wish you a safe delivery. I hope now that I have broken down and I've made the list easier, that you can plan some of the things that, they're supposed to be done maybe before the baby comes, depending on how you feel like doing them, yeah? And I also forgot about buying clothes. If you feel like buying clothes the moment you realize you're pregnant, go buy those clothes. If you feel like doing the clothes second trimester, buy clothes when you feel like buying. Some of these people see, because I remember when I found out I was pregnant with my firstborn, I started buying clothes like immediately. So people used to ask me, Narod, mbona siku hizi unanunua nguo za mtoto? And I'm like, najua kuna besti yangu akona mimba and I want to take for these clothes. And they were mine because I feared the judgment that will come. Because first of all, I not told those people that I'm pregnant, and then the judgment, like, why are you buying clothes this early? Like, why? Why are you buying clothes? So you can buy clothes as early as you want to. Yeah, you don't have, but it is always recommended, just do that in the first trimester and second trimester, because the third trimester, from experience, my friend, it's a whole new, I don't know, it's difficult. Let's just say the third trimester is usually the most longest trimester, and it is the most difficult. And I don't know, the third trimester, I don't know, ladies, how was, those people who've been pregnant before, how was your third trimester? Maybe I'm the one who's complaining and maybe it's a walk in the park. Do let me know. And thank you for watching. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that you'll be updated each and every time that I post a video. So until next time, bye.